Are white lies okay in a relationship? I kind of got to this question yesterday when I was thinking about old habits I have in relationships and kind of as I grow as a human, deciding where those habits come from and how I'm going to change them if I identify them as not serving me anymore. And one of the biggest things I realized is that I've been operating from a place of codependency. And I hate that word and I hate that framing. And I feel like whenever I think of it as myself, like, oh, that's such a weak place to be. I would have never thought I was codependent. It was so obvious yesterday when I was really exploring this. In relationships, I could be satisfied telling white lies because it was controlling the situation. It was making things not weird. But really, the codependent part of it was that I was spending so much time trying to manage someone else's emotions. And this is like through my entire life. Definitely something I must have picked up from my parents, the church, because I learned that it helped me survive. I haven't really tried to trace the root back, and that's not as important to me. But yeah, it's not anything new by any means. So when it was brought to my attention that telling white lies is really trying to control how someone else feels, well, it's like, okay, I don't want to do that. Let's see how it plays out in my mind if I just go with the straight truth. And really what I found is that those little white lies were controlling the peace and managing the peace in that moment. But they definitely were costing me long-term peace and like false expectations that definitely created friction. And when I played out in my head what it looks like telling just the straight up truth is that, okay, I definitely risk feeling awkward and uncomfortable in that moment. And I also risk losing that relationship, but I get to maintain long-term peace. And I think long-term peace is way more what I'm into now than risking confrontation in the moment. But I think it will definitely be hard going forward to always be present and aware of that because I have created habits and like that habit energy. So it's not just something I understand and can flip a switch. It will definitely take practice. So it's like, is it okay to tell white lies? Well, I don't care if it's okay or not. I know in those situations that it disrupts my peace. And that friction eventually makes me want to escape a relationship. And the hard part is that's only viewing it in the lens of what a relationship looks like to me. Because I know damn well that the same thing applies to probably every aspect of my life. Why am I holding someone else's emotions and wanting to control those so much rather than just being upfront and knowing that someone's going to feel the way they feel no matter what. And as long as I approach that with kindness, that's really the extent of what I can do. And when I say telling the truth, I'm not just talking about like lying. Like I'm talking about little subtle lies or omissions even more, because all that stuff still creates friction within me, if not in the immediate, in the long term. So yeah, I have lived a codependent life, and I am damn sure trying not to anymore. But I guess being aware of it and understanding the feeling and the action associated with it is the only way to move forward. And it's cool. It's cool to learn. But sometimes it's like hard to look in the mirror because like I want to be a better person.